Okay, here's the quick story of how I ended up with 2 kilns. I was firing at a local studio, noticing a lot of my pieces were going missing, turning up stained by other artists' work, and I felt like I just wanted more control over my work. As you know, kilns are not cheap, so I opted for getting a used option on Craigslist versus financing a new one. And because this is more than just some random little side hobby for me, this was worth it. So we ended up picking this one up for $150, which I totally had my suspicions about, but we went for it. My hubby figured out all the electrical because he's amazing like that, and then we did 1 bisque firing in it. Some of my pieces exploded because we accidentally opened a couple of the peepholes too soon, let the cold air in, and then when we went to do the glaze firing for these pieces, the kiln stopped working altogether. He tried working on it all day and couldn't get it to work. Mind you, this thing is ancient, so the fact that it even worked to begin with is kind of a miracle. Being the incredible husband and man that he is, he went and found another kiln for me for $500, which he totally didn't even have to do this, but we went to pick it up, hook it up, and crossed our fingers that it would work, and luckily it did. After further research, we realized it was actually the electrical panel and not the freaking kiln, which is how I ended up with 2 kilns. Now, all in all, this model is way better than the ancient one we had initially picked up. But yeah, that's the story of how I ended up with 2 kilns, which is pretty crazy. We've gone through 1 bisque firing so far, and now it's currently full of pieces that I'm glaze firing, literally right now. So follow along to see part 2 of how these babies turn out. You're gonna be just as surprised as me.